Here's what most sales teams won't admit. Their biggest problem, it's not closing, it's not objection handling, it's not lead volume, it's show rates. And this next year, poor show rates will kill any sales team more than any bad closers ever did. Because if a prospect doesn't show up, nothing else matters. Great scripts, great reps, great offer, nothing matters if people aren't showing up to the call. And over the last 3 months, we got an average of a 19% show rate increase over 16 different companies, and I'm going to take you through how we did it, because it wasn't a tactical play, it was a systems issue. And FYI, some of these businesses, their ad spend is in the thousands every single day, so if it works for these larger businesses with a larger complex sales team, it'll work for yours. First off, we need to understand the core reasons why show rate is collapsing and why it's gone down, because when you can understand it, you can then reverse it. Google had this update. Everyone knows about this Google update, but they changed their logic, because rather than the invite going straight into the calendar and being accepted and blocking out the prospect's calendar, what it did was it went into junk and it didn't accept it. And now the prospect has to be able to accept that invite. And once they accept it, it will then go into their calendar. So what does this do? How does this affect you? If their calendar's not blocked out, then they're not going to show up. Something else will go in their diary. It'll get forgotten about. And let's say it's a B2C sale. Well, they don't even use their calendars anyway, so the significance of that meeting is now even less, because it's not even in their diary or even in their calendar of any sort. So if that's not happening, why are they going to show up? They're not going to know. And most of us, what we do is text reminders and email reminders, and we have this great sequence of emails that goes out. But if your first email landed in junk, where are the rest going to land? They're all going to land in junk. So that doesn't really fix the issue. You've got to be able to come up with a system where we can genuinely get them to accept this invite.
Hey, real quick, if you're a sales rep wanting to become a sales manager, or a sales manager looking to improve your skills with the biggest sales manager training company in the online space, if you're interested in working with us and getting the results that 200 other businesses have, click the link in the description, go through the funnel, watch the video, see what we're about, and I'll catch you on the other side.
The second reason that their show rates have been collapsing is their phones are do not disturb, because then let's say the email lands in junk, but then we call them to confirm the appointment, their phone's in D&D, and when you call, they don't answer. My phone's in D&D permanently. I'm wondering if yours is. And if it is in D&D, you're not going to get that call, it's going to be missed. And most sales reps, do you know what they do? They don't try enough. They'll try once or twice and they think that's enough. We go by a metric called average touch density. An average touch density is the amount of attempts every lead has been called. What I want you to do is a quick back and napkin equation where you work out the average touch density. Look at how many leads came in and how many calls were made in the last 7 days. And you'll see that you might be calling them 2, 3, 4 times on average. We need to call every single lead at least 10 times. And that's a double dial as well. Minimum 5 times, 5 genuine attempts. And if that's not happening, they're not going to even accept this invite. So if they've not answered the email and then they've not answered the call, now we're already on the back foot, because you've paid for this appointment. The email that you had scheduled went into junk. The phone call that you made didn't get answered. And now you're hoping that your closer will just be okay with that appointment maybe showing up. We know they're going to get demotivated, and that's why closers are also leaving onto teams that have great show rates. And point number 3 about why show rates are collapsing is something that you might not have thought about. With the Facebook pixel and how it is now, once I've now got onto someone's booking page and it recognizes, hey, this is a good lead, this is someone who's a potential buyer, Facebook is not working for you. They're not optimizing for your purchase. They're optimizing for a purchase. So what Facebook Pixel does is it sends all of the competitors. So if you sell, let's say, coaching on some sort of random trading offer, and as soon as they see your ad, Facebook's going to know, right, they like this, they want this, let's send them more of them. So they send out all of your competitors, and let's say those competitors, one of them is better at getting to your customer than you are. Then what they've done is they've booked an appointment with you, the pixel then sent them your competitors' ads, then your competitors' ad hit them, and then they've seen so many ads they won't even remember which one is which, and then they book with one of your competitors, and because they get to them first, they don't show up for yours, so they've already ended up purchasing elsewhere. Now you've spent all this money on a prospect which you think is showing up, but they've already purchased with somebody else. And by the way, I'm not just giving you problems, there's a solution here. The checklist that I've built is in the description. When you go into the description below, you're going to see the community, My Sales Manager. You're going to join there. It's free. Take the resource, which is a show rate checklist. And what I want you to do is go through this exercise on how you're going to use my checklist. You're going to color in each thing that you've done in green and each thing that you've not done in red. And everything that's in red in the checklist, that's your project over the next few weeks. We've just put this video live and I know everyone's going to be struggling about show rates. So just work through my checklist and that will genuinely help you get through it. And it's absolutely free. Take the checklist, use it and get your show rate up, because the cost of all those calls not showing up is costing you more than any sort of program that you've bought. And this brings me to my next point. Sales is officially moving upstream. Closers, they need to understand that their job doesn't start when the prospect shows up to the call. Their job starts when the prospect has booked onto their calendar. Traditionally, what inbound closers have done since the start of this high-ticket industry, closers have become lazier. They just wait on the calendar. Someone might confirm it for them, a setter, a VA. So closers become lazy. And what happens in the psychology of a closer, when they're not used to actually getting these calls to show up, because it's not been something that they've ever thought about, they wait on the calendar, they wake up that morning, they've got 6 calls on their calendar. They think, great, I've got 6 people showing up. And then at the end of the day, when 2 of them show up and they half-ass attempt closing those 2 because now they're a bit drained that those 4 people didn't show up, they then close maybe 1 or maybe close nobody. And do you know what happens eventually? The belief of that closer, they think, oh, calls aren't even going to show up. Because it's just normal psychology. If every single day the thing is happening where you know that you're going to make money off your calendar, but then people aren't showing up every single day and the business is not moving fast enough, that's how you lose your top closers. We have a recruiting division in our business. Do you know how many closers came to us, top closers, who make between 10 and 15K per month? The number one reason why they're leaving the business was because show rates of their current business aren't being fixed. We went on Fathom, we spoke to our head of recruitment, we did a report on why people are leaving their business. A good closer knows that a business needs to get their show rate sorted. And it's the biggest mistake most people are making. They think closers don't know. Closers are a lot wiser than you think. And the next point I'm going to give you is that we need to put some accountability onto the reps. You have to be able to confirm your appointments. You have to be able to get to work in the morning, and the first activity that you do before your sales meeting or straight after the sales meeting is confirm your appointments. It's also just to text your appointments, or for the setter to do a WhatsApp intro between the closer and the prospect. And you have to be doing those all the time. If the closer has no accountability for an appointment showing up, they're not going to improve the show rate. And in some businesses, we've hired an appointment confirmation specialist, but I can tell you this, if a closer does it, they walk the sale for them. It's really simple. Their script, it takes them 30 seconds to confirm a call. Let's say the call's booked at 9 a.m. Before finishing their shift, they call the prospect and they'll say the simple script. Hey, it's Usman. I'm just calling from my sales manager. We're just confirming your appointment for 9 a.m. tomorrow. Before the call, just wanted to ask you, is there one thing that you need us to have ready for the call? What's the main reason why you've booked this call? And they're just going to give you the number one reason. And that number one reason will allow you to go into the call far easier. You've increased your show rate and you've got the number one reason before the call. And it's so easy for a closer to do that. But most closers aren't accountable. They're not being told to do it. So tell your closers that they now have to confirm their appointments. If you have a confirmation specialist, great. But if your organization isn't big enough to hire extra bodies for that, your closers have to do it. And the next point is that sales management is about show rate ownership. In the past, we push it onto our marketing. So we put it on the media buyer, we put it on the CMO, and we'll say, right, get the show rate up, get the sequence right. But if they've built out a sequence, what more do you expect them to do? Media buyers are just going to get frustrated that we're booking you these appointments. The sales manager has to take full accountability, and you have to book this meeting in your calendar. If you're a sales manager or a CEO of a business, you've got to have a marketing and sales sync every single week. It's a 30-minute meeting. You attack show rate every single week. The sales manager and the CMO, marketing manager, whoever's running the ads, buddy up together on that call and they strategize together. They don't fight. They don't say, hey, you've not done this, you're not confirming the calls, you've not built the right sequence. Rather than finger pointing, work together, because the business doesn't need you to fight. The business needs you to put your two heads together and think, right, what do we need to do to be able to get appointments? Let's go through this checklist, divvy up those tasks, go through the show rate, because sales management is about show rate ownership. And in this next year, the best teams won't feel intense. They'll feel calm, they'll feel systematic, because show rates will be predictable. You probably got blasted so hard by show rates that you probably thought, is it even worth having a sales team anymore? You know, we have businesses and they started selling on Loom videos, started selling on DMs. And the truth is, they're still making money, but it requires so much more marketing for someone to be able to buy off a Loom video, off a DM. It's great to be able to say, I've got no sales team and they're buying off the DMs. I'd love it if that could happen. But most people need their arm twisting a little bit. Most people need to be nudged. Most people are right on the edge and they need a fucking kick to get them off the edge to make them buy, because their problems are their problems and their problems have been there for a while. If they could fix their own problems, they would have. They need an element of persuasion from someone to say, hey, this is a solution. Let me drag you through it and make you buy so then you can actually benefit from this. Sometimes you have to be able to push through it. You know, we've all got friends who sometimes need a push through life. That's the same as what I see a sales call as. It's that push that someone needs to be able to fix their business. And I've got two messages, one for sales reps and one for management and CEOs. My message to sales reps: take ownership of show rates. Stop looking at the business like they're going to save you. Every business will struggle with show rates. If you go business to business trying to find a better business, a better offer, you'll be hunting forever. Show allegiance to the business that you're on. Put your heart in and try to fix it for that business. If the business has got show rates, show up and tell the CEO, tell the sales manager, tell the sector manager, hey, what can I do to help? I'm willing to do anything. Tell me what to do and I'll do it. And you're going to be the person who not only earns more commission, not only gets more respect, who's more valued, but you're also going to get promoted. Your career is going to go further. It's going to change your character. Take ownership. Don't blame the business. If the business is not doing good, then take ownership. And for sales managers and CEOs, don't blame the reps. Do it the other way around. Take ownership. Go through this checklist that I've given you. Fix it yourself. Don't wait on others. I've literally gone through this. We've got an offer right now where we turn sales reps into sales managers, and the show rate was 30%. I spent £25,000, which is about $30,000 in ads. And I thought, right, I'm going to push. Do you know the show rate sank every single week? And then I had to fix it. And then I fixed it for other businesses. And then after I fixed it for other businesses, then I knew what the game plan was, but I've been through it. And because I've gone through it, I didn't want to be frustrated. And this is why I've made this entire video. So when I say 90% of sales teams will fail next year, I'm not being dramatic. I'm being precise. They won't fail because the sales team stopped working. They fail because prospects don't show up. They fail because leadership didn't adapt. The teams that will win in this next year lead properly, manage properly, build on systems, not hope. If you fix this now, you'll survive this shift and you'll dominate. I hope you win in this next year. Fix your show rates, fix your business.